Dear friends and members of the International Domestic Workers Network and of the IUF, my warmest greetings to all of you gathered in Montevideo. Thank you for inviting me to attend the network's founding congress. Unfortunately, I can't be with you as the ILO's governing body is currently in session here in Geneva. But I am pleased to have this opportunity to congratulate you on the historic event which you are holding, to wish you all success, and to assure you of the ILO's continuing support. The message that you send today is that, despite the widespread conditions of crisis now prevailing, the right combination of values, persistence, organising and solidarity can make the world of work fairer and more just and bring decent work to all. Today then is a milestone in the struggle for the rights of domestic workers, and your action inspires and motivates all of us. Organised domestic workers, in close partnership with the workers' group of the ILO, were the driving forces for the adoption of the ILO Domestic Workers Convention, Convention number 189, and its accompanying recommendation. This convention was long overdue, and behind it, I know, there were years of efforts sustained by the determination of pioneer activists, many of whom are present with you today in Montevideo. But what is also important, perhaps the most important, is that action is being taken on these instruments. It's now just over 2 years since Convention number 189 was adopted, and 10 ratifications by member states have already been registered, including that of your host country, and I congratulate Uruguay for its urgent action and its hosting of your meeting. And so the convention entered into force on the 5th of September this year. Additionally, it's been a catalyst for legislative reform in several other countries and for regulatory and policy change in others. We are confident that more ratifications are on the way. I know that many of you in the network and in the IUF, in partnership with the ITUC and its 12 by 12 campaign, have been leaders in getting us to this very good point. The preparation and the adoption of Convention 189 have generated alliances, joint campaigns at national and global levels, and a deep sense of workers' solidarity. Still, we all know this is just the beginning. Of the 53 million or so domestic workers in the world, only about half are protected by labour legislation. Many are migrant workers in particularly vulnerable situations, and few are able to realise their rights. Domestic workers around the world will be relying on your support as they strive for empowerment. They will be looking to you for help in organising, engaging in collective bargaining, and campaigning for more legal protection. And I assure you that the ILO remains committed to working with you to address the challenges that you now face and in the future. At this very session of the ILO governing body, we have discussed action that the ILO must take to promote Convention 189. One option could be the convening of a world conference on decent work for domestic workers. The governing body has also considered follow-up to this month's United Nations General Assembly high-level dialogue on migration and development, where many delegates insisted strongly on the importance of the convention. All of this is to say that at the very moment of its creation, your network has the benefit of real and unprecedented political impetus in favour of domestic workers and their rights. That impetus is global and it is national. I found it, for example, when I was in Brazil 2 weeks ago and had the chance to meet with your leaders there. Dear friends, when I started my job here at the head of the ILO, I made it very clear that to be faithful to its mandate for social justice, the organisation needed to be active particularly for those who are most vulnerable or most disadvantaged at work. And too frequently, domestic workers figure among them. Your network is making a difference to them, and I am determined that the ILO should do so too. So good luck today. You can count on the ILO as an ally in meeting the challenges ahead.